it's a story time segment. It's Tales from the Alley. This is a fan-submitted story time that I'll be reading to you guys every week. It's going to be selected from email, and it can be, like I said before, it could be from a police officer, funny story. I prefer a funny story. It can be from a reformed criminal, or it can be from a military person. I want it to be a funny story. So we actually got a submission, and if you do submit an email, you have to tell me if you want your name to be put in there, because if you don't put your name in there, I'm going to leave you anonymous. So if you want your name in there, you have to put, I want my name and where I'm from to be in there and all that stuff, because if you don't, I'm not going to read it. So here's the email. This is going to be from Anonymous. So let's read it. I'm going to read it to you. This is from a reformed criminal. It says, so as a younger fellow, during my badass days, I was running around with a buddy in a big city, Dallas, Texas. Being from a small town, I didn't know my way around the big city. And one night, around 3 a.m., we ran out of gas on a side street somewhere. I had no idea where I was, and we were high as shit on cocaine. To add fuel to the fire, pun intended, the car we were driving was stolen. When we would steal a car, we would leave phones and wallets behind in case something was to happen and we needed to run. We would not have any concerns about leaving personal belongings, or worse, or losing personal belongings, or worse, leaving them at the scene of the crime on accident. Probably stupid, but you don't think straight. You don't think straight when you've been up for days on cocaine and whiskey. Oh, calm down, Kid Rock. Hold on. So you don't think straight when you've been up for days on cocaine and whiskey. We were in the middle of the road and needed to wait. We needed to get out of there ASAP or get the car running. So we look around and grab a water hose we saw in front of this abandoned house. So they had run out of gas, and there was a gallon water jug in the car. We see an older model RV parked half a block up, so we decided to quickly siphon some gas from it. I've never done it before, so my homeboy starts to suck. He's sucking and sucking his little heart out, lips wrapped around the end of the hose. Definitely seemed he has been in that situation before. He knew what he was doing. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, he jerks away and starts to throw up all over the place. He is gagging and dry heaving very, very loudly. I have no idea what's going on. It's almost like he had food poisoning or like he was dying or something. I start to smell this very pungent and very particular smell. It smelled just like shit. So while he's on the ground moaning and puking his guts up, I start wondering if he shit himself. I'm scared we're drawing attention to ourselves in the middle of the night, so I made the decision to abort mission. I pick him up and we start to move. I put his arm around my shoulders, and I'm literally dragging him down the street. As we're leaving, I glance over at the other side of the RV only to see the gas cap. The thing is, the water hose isn't hanging out of it. That's when I realized what he had done. He had siphoned the piss and shit out of the septic tank and into his lungs and stomach. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh. He had siphoned the piss and shit out of the septic tank into his lungs and stomach, right down his esophagus. God only knows how long it had been sitting there, weeks, months, or even years. We made it back to safety after a 5-mile walk about 7 that morning. To this day, my buddy is known by everyone in his life by that incident. Old Shitty. I often wonder how old Shitty's doing. It's been years since I've spoke to him.